My name is Harry K. Anthopoulos. Branch of service I was in was the U.S. Army. I am a veteran of the Vietnam War. I served from 1966 to 1968, the months of September to September. So I was drafted into the Army. So what they call MO, which means your type of occupation you would have in the Army, they trained you accordingly. I was picked to be infantryman, so we trained for 8 weeks on various techniques and how to handle rifles, how to handle hand grenades, and also how to participate in different military maneuvers and how to avoid being surrounded by the enemy. And I was sent to the base called Cu Chi, so you can say like around the southern part of South Vietnam. The unit, when I arrived there, I was in what they call a replacement of the previous soldiers that were serving in that unit. So I had finished my advanced infantry training in February of 1967, and I arrived in Vietnam at February 28th, and I was one of the replacements. The veteran troops were very happy to see us because they knew seeing us, I was like, it was in a way the beginning of a ticket for their airplane back home to the States. I served in Vietnam roughly about 5 weeks before I got severely wounded. We had gone out on an operation to clear a minefield, and a motor round landed in front of us, actually landed in front of a tank, and I was the second worst wounded. My whole left side got not only the shrapnel, which is the metal pieces after a bomb explodes or a motor round explodes, but I also got what they call the concussion, the pressure that's applied when this explodes. And my left arm, my lower left leg, all the muscle was blown out. But I was fortunate where by a half a second I would have been dead too. So I'd rather have less muscle but all life. The other aspect, naturally, when you're in combat is individual soldiers, no matter whether they're in combat role or they're behind in camp and somehow the battlefield reaches their camp, get caught up in situations where they all of a sudden have to do something that's beyond whatever they did before. All of a sudden, they're in a situation they have to think fast, they have to act fast, and they have to do it fast. And this is one of the small definitions of what heroism is, or being heroic. It's you're going to do something you've never done, you've never experienced, and heroic is just doing something that you never could have imagined you doing. So a hero can be anybody, and heroism just happens at the spur of the moment in a particular time frame.